Okay, so in today's update about Algorand, we are going to check out this part of the price action because in here I am seeing some signs of hope showing up in Algo, and I'm going to tell you what should we expect for the next couple of days. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you are having a great time with your family and loved ones. And if you remember the last time that we talked about Algorand, I think we were right in here and I said we can consider having another move down in Algo, but after it, if we are actually bullish, we need to see a very strong move on the upside, and that is probably going to be our last chance in Algo if this point right in here about 17.5 cents is our final bottom. What if this is not actually our final low? Okay, in that case, I'm expecting one more move down in Algo in order to take this low, but I don't think that we are going to go necessarily that much lower, and from here I'm expecting a very strong recovery in order to start the next major phase of the bull run. So the overall picture, do not get me wrong, one way or the other is beautiful and bullish. Now what is happening in the short term, and first, in the interest of not getting your hopes up that much, let's talk about the bearish scenario. The bearish possibility suggests from here we are having to about this point an ABC into a wave W, or maybe WXY, doesn't really matter, correction for wave X to about here probably, and then another move up into our wave Y, which means overall starting from the lowest low we are having a correction, and we can expect one more move down in order to take the lowest low. Now, in that initial move down, if we want to take the lowest low, we need to be able to find a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave impulsive structure. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. And also we talked about this subject in the previous update. I'm thinking we are having in here a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down, and if we are bearish in Algo, okay, unfortunately, this is going to be into a wave 1, correction for 2, and after our correction is over, we can expect another move down into wave 3, 4, 5 in order to, again, I'm going to say it, take this low about 17.5 cents. So this is our bearish scenario, and it will get confirmed if we get a very strong move down from here in order to do something like this, complete the subwaves for this wave 3. Now let's touch bullish and see what is happening in the short term, because if you want to be optimistic in Algorand, you can actually argue that starting from here, we may have an A, B, C in form of an expanded flat, which into its C leg, we are allowed to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, on a higher degree, if this is the case, okay, odds are this is a wave 1, correction for 2, and we can get a big move up into wave 3, 4, 5 in order to start our uptrend. So which scenario is going to be in play at the moment? Well, we cannot say anything for sure, and we are only talking about the probabilities, but based on what I'm seeing in here, I do like the bullish scenario for now just a bit more, and here is why. Let's go, I think it was on crypto.com's chart, okay, because in here we have better looking candlesticks, and you can actually identify a rather beautiful 1, 2, 3 correction for 4, I would say probably in form of like an A, B, C, D, E, a triangle, and another move on the upside into wave 5. Now, if the bearish scenario is in play, okay, this is going to be a 1, and then in here we need to have a correction for wave 2, but it seems like that we are having kind of an impulsive and a strong move on the upside. That's why I don't really like the bearish scenario based on what I'm seeing right now. But this doesn't mean that at the moment in Algo, we should jump into a bullish conclusion very quickly. No, what I need you to do is this. Let's wait for another 24, maybe even 48 hours and see what the next move on the downside in here is going to look like. Why do I say the next move down? Because what happens after a 5 wave up? Okay, we are going to have, in case of a bullish scenario, a correction structure down, which one very important characteristic of it is being slow and choppy. So in other words, for the next day or two, you need to see a very slow and choppy move down in Algorand, and then you want to have a decent move up in order to, in that move, take this important high about, let's say, 20.5 cents. Why does taking this high matter a bit? because if we take this side, at that point, we just cannot argue that this is going to be like a 1-2, and then we can have a big move down into wave 3, 4, 5. At least at that point, we can say this scenario is not going to be in play. So for now, in algo, it seems like that we are having kind of optimistic structures, but let's wait a bit more and see what the next phase on the downside is going to look like. Now, in terms of what is happening in classic TA area, okay, that's not bad because at the moment we are still hanging above this very important support, which is from daily and weekly time frame at the same time, and we cannot say that this is broken yet. But here's the thing, I do not want to see Algorand, for example, doing something like this, hanging around this support way too much. Why is it? Let's go around here. Okay, sorry about that one. What just happened? Okay, so let's say this is like a very strong support area. The reason for why we call this thing a support is because around it we are having some major long orders. And let's say in this region, initially we are having about 20 orders. By the first time that price is going to touch this thing, let's say 10 of them are going to get activated and we're going to have a bounce, and as a result we are going to have only about 10 order remaining. Another time we're going to touch this thing, let's say another 5 are going to get activated, we're going to have 5 remaining. Another time 2 are going to get activated, we are going to have 3 remaining. Another time another 2 are going to get activated, we're going to have in here only 1 order remaining. And there will be a time where we are going to reach to about this region and we're not going to have any long orders in here. And at that point, what do you think is going to happen? Unfortunately, we are going to get a break of the region and we're going to do a pullback, because in here at that point, we are probably going to have some short orders, which will cause a continuation of the move down. And in it, when we take this low, at that point, we can say this is a confirmed broken support area. So what's the conclusion in here? When we touch a support or a resistance or even a trend line more than 2-3 times, at that point, chances of getting a break of it is just going to get higher and higher. This is very important, and it does kind of contradict the traditional way of analyzing the charts, because in the traditional way, we are saying the more times that we touch a region, that's actually going to add more validity to it. But the way that I learned it is this: the more times that we touching a region, that is going to actually add more validity to it when we get a break of it. This is very important. So in algo, at the moment, we are still above this region. That's a good sign, fair enough. But we do not want to hang around this area any longer and do something like this, because at that point, you are going to see me saying, unfortunately, we're going to get a break of it and continue our move down to have one more lower low and take this point about 17.5 cents. And then after it, fair enough, we can have a move on the upside. So let's have our final conclusion and wrap up today's video. Based on what I'm seeing in Algorand, I think we can still be optimistic and say this is 1, this is 2, and we can have a good move into wave 3, 4, 5. And we can also say maybe in the short term, we are having an impulse into a 1, and we can expect a move down to happen into wave 2. And if this is the case, after our wave 2 is over, we can have another move into wave 3, 4, 5 in order to complete the sub waves for this wave 3. Now, for the next 24 to about 48 hours, I told you, you can expect a move down, but pay attention to the characteristic of that move. If this is going to be a slow and choppy move, okay, it's going to be a great sign suggesting we may see another move up in algo in the short term. And in this phase, you want to see Algorand taking the highest high in this area about, let's say, 20.5 cents. If we do this, at that point, we can at least forget about the bearish scenario that says this is like a 1-2 and we're going to get a big move down in the very short term. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Algorand. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the market, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.